Todd took over at quarterback, and well, pretty good catch here, huh? Well, that had him backing up, so we threw right in front of him. Boy, we were driving. We needed a big play. Let's send it up to the booth.
It's 4th down and 11 at the goal line. Alvarez splitting wide left. Snap, they drop off. No rush. Nada coming from the left side. Drops it to Alvarez, and oh, what a catch from the Hoosier. 6 points for the boys, and it's 18-6 O'Neill.
Unfortunately, our score meant we had to go back on defense, and they clipped our momentum immediately.
Darn! Oh, brother. Scoring too quick on us. And if we can't cover these guys, we can't cover anybody. I mean, they're just terrible.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Although we were down 30-6, we weren't giving up. Todd then threw a nice pass, and, well, I did the rest. Yes, those were some of our best moves. We didn't give our fans much to cheer about. The final, them 36, us 12.
So that makes me now 0 for 8 out of these sports challenges. Unfortunately, I'm a bit better at talking sports, although a few folks around here would debate that also. Okay, as I said, we're 0 and 8. Now, if you'd like to challenge me, all you have to do is get out your pen and paper. There's the address, the old sports challenge, 365 105th Terrace Northeast in St. Pete. The zip is 33716. We're 0 for 8. The 9th time going to be the charm? I don't know.
I certainly hope so, Bob. I have faith in you.
You know what? I need an 8-year-old kid that's about 3 feet tall to play some basketball with.
That's right. There you go.
I think I can win it. We'll see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas,
Bob.
everyone, by the way.
As we move towards 11 o'clock, this story just in on 44 News at 10. Less than an hour ago, Tampa police say a car hit a guardrail on the entrance.
And we've got one more here, apparently, that's kind of been called out, right?
Yeah, the senior leagues, as they say, see ya. They're out of there. Last year, each team put up a line of credit to eliminate things like this happening. This year, they decided not to do it because they thought things were stable enough. And that was one of their mistakes they made. So no more senior professional baseball. The Senior Professional Baseball Association is at the midway point of its 2nd season. For the past 3 weeks, the league was at the plate with a full count, and today, it took strike 3.
Fort Myers, their ownership group has pulled the plug on their team. They have an internal partnership squabble that just can't be resolved. And because of that, we've now had to basically suspend the rest of the season. We have 7 games with them. Daytona Beach has 12 games with them. Without Fort Myers, we don't have the rest of the season. We've got too many games with them, and we can't continue on without them.
If you're a season ticket holder or you have tickets to a future St. Pete Pelicans game, Morley said they will gladly refund your money. What does the future hold for this league? Well, an optimistic Morley believes they'll be back at the plate next year with 10 instead of this year's 6 teams, and that 6 of those will be located near the West Coast. Here's what happened on the ice tonight. Boston and Buffalo skated to a 3-3 overtime tie. Hartford took care of Quebec. The Penguins beat Washington. The Blues have a 5-3 second period lead over the Blackhawks, and it's Winnipeg 4-2 over Minnesota in the second period. Let's take you to Orlando, where tonight the Magic were down by 14, but Otis Smith with some jam time. Game tied at the half. Scott Skiles is going to go all the way. Magic by 4 over the Houston Rockets. Watch this play by Nick Anderson. That is concentration. Anderson with 31 this evening. For the first time in Orlando Magic history, they beat the Rockets 109-103, and in doing so broke an 8-game skid. Elsewhere, Miami and San Antonio tied in the 3rd quarter. Boston made it 8 in a row. Seattle squeaked by Cleveland for their 5th victory in a row. Detroit by 8 over Charlotte. Atlanta nipped Seattle. Portland's Clyde Drexler had 27 tonight in the win over the Knicks. Washington needed overtime to beat Philadelphia. The Bucs by 6 over the Warriors. And you got to believe me on this one. Phoenix leads Dallas 47-41 at the half, and 2 games on the West Coast. just got started. Now it's time to get this weekly feature underway. Yes, it's another edition of BBFS, and that, of course, stands for Bob's Big Fish Stories. And tonight, pretty Lisa Conte gets the ball rolling. And with the help of her daddy, Lisa had a nice day while fishing off the Gandy Bridge. It was mid-September when they caught, that's 2, drum. Now here's a pair of happy guys. Ken Hyatt and Matt Welsh were 18 miles off Egmont Key when they reeled in this 22.5-pound cow dolphin, an ugly thing at that. Anyway, guys, thanks for sending us the picture. And don't forget, all you have to do is get those pictures in an envelope, address them to 365 105th Terrace Northeast in St. Pete, where the zip is 3376, and you too can be on this Wednesday night show. Well, many teams select their permanent captains at the start of the season. Interim coach Richard Williamson prefers it to be done near the end, so today the team announced that the honor was bestowed upon Sam Ano for his play on the special teams. The offensive captain is Paul Gruber, and on defense, Mark Robinson, who told me why he felt he's risen to this level in professional football.
I think a lot of it's just guidance, if you're, brought up well within the family, and then I think that went on and had good influences in my college career under Coach Paterno, learning, by people that you have a lot of respect and admiration to, people who stuck by you, taught you good values and things that, just you try to work and build you and shape you as a person. And I'm just happy that, I was able to, be able to be touched by those people in my life, and they've given me great direction in that part of my life.
Well, the Buccaneers will wrap up their season this Sunday night against the Jets, and we'll talk about the game tomorrow night at 10. University of Illinois head coach John Mackovic is fighting the rumors that he'll be the new coach at New England while preparing his Fighting Illini for the Clemson Tigers. Illinois had their first Tampa workout today, and because we'll hear plenty of game rhetoric for the next few days, well, how about some fun?
We just look forward to, going to the beach, seeing all the pretty women, and going water skiing and doing all the stuff that, they have planned for us, but staying focused for the game, so we'll be physically and mentally ready to play the game. But we're going to have a lot of fun while we're here. It's not an all-business trip, but we're going to do the things we got to do to get ready for the game.
That's the right attitude.
Yes.
That's great.
Florida State's getting ready for that Blockbuster Bowl on Friday. We'll hear from them tomorrow.
The Blockbuster Bowl?
Yes.
Oh, that's
one of the big ones.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay. The Blockbuster.
Thanks, Bob.
All the bowls.
As we move toward 11 o'clock, here's the latest on stories we're following on 44 News.
Career, or for that matter, a life is ruined by
Blockbusters in the news all night long.
Oh, yeah, that's
we got 'em in
right.
sports, too.
Yes, there's 2 days coming up where the ladies of the house may not get much attention. New Year's Day with all the football games, and then the Super Bowl Sunday.
That's right.
But a lot of ladies watch the Super Bowl, I think, more than the bowl games.
Oh, they have to.
That's
They're forced
true.
to.
Yeah, but a lot of football coming up. It started tonight, update Air Force 13-5 over Ohio State.
No kidding.
Yeah, Ohio State not having much offense tonight. And, of course, they were down here last year. Most college bowl game fanatics won't gather around the tube until January 1st, but Florida State fans will grab the beverages and the munchies tomorrow night, because that's when the Seminoles take on Penn State in the Blockbuster Bowl. The Noles have won 5 in a row, and they're ranked 6th in the country. Penn State has ripped off 9 straight wins after losing their first 2. A familiar scenario to Noles fans, and one that can make a team very dangerous.
Penn State is doing this year exactly what we did a year ago. We lost our first 2 games and then began to put it together. And at the end of the year, I thought we were as good as anybody in the country. That's last year. And so this year, they remind me of the same thing. They just get better and better and better. And I think when they beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame, that might be the toughest assignment in collegiate football. And they've done it. And so now, I think that that we are probably facing as tough an opponent as anybody in the country, unless it's them facing us.
Well, the Miami Hurricanes are in the Big D. Dallas getting ready for their Cotton Bowl matchup with the Texas Longhorns, and it's a bit cool in Dallas. If certain things go their way on New Year's Day, the 4th-ranked Canes may have a shot at a repeat performance as the best college team in the nation.
Obviously, this is one of the better matchups on New Year's Day, and the winner of this football game has a great chance to win a national championship. So I wouldn't say it's the national championship game, but whoever wins it has a chance to be involved in it and have a lot to say about it.
Well, this year's Hall of Fame Bowl won't have any bearing on who becomes the top team in the nation. This one is about pride and going out a winner. Early this morning, Clemson coach Ken Hatfield had his Tigers fired up. In his first season at Clemson, Hatfield has led his team to 9 wins, but he knows getting number 10 won't be easy.
I think they've got a good balance. John throws the ball well, has a great offensive attack and great skill, always has. And you couple that with a good balance of the great running they have in Griffin this year that has been able to break Red Grange's records. It gives them a good complement with each other.
In the past, we played against Penn State and Oklahoma, West Virginia. And, you know, it's always a big challenge. And in the past, we came out on top.
And now over to hockey. The Maple Leafs won tonight 6-4 over the Blues. The Islanders in Jersey are in overtime, tied at 1. Edmonton may hand Calgary their 4th loss in a row. Kings are just getting started tonight, and so are the Canucks. Okay, Indiana coach Bob Knight had plenty of reason to be chilling tonight. Calbert Cheney coming up with some jam time. The Hoosiers rolling past Marshall. Cheney with a 3-pointer. He had 28. The Hoosiers cruised 91-67. Also tonight, 6th-ranked Ohio State just got by Mississippi State 82-80. In the NBA, Portland has now won 26 out of their 29 games. Wow. Seattle by 5 over Washington. The Bulls have a lead in the 4th quarter. The Heat is trailing the Nuggets in the 2nd, and at the half, Utah 56-47 over Dallas. Well, Kevin McReynolds will be in a Mets uniform through the '94 season, and has plenty of good reason to be. Today he signed a 3-year contract extension worth $10 million. Well, the Bucs wrap it up this Sunday, and they'll talk about this season in tonight's Buck Report.
Tonight's Buck Report is brought to you by American Isuzu.
If the Bucs win this Sunday, they'll finish with a 7-9 record, their best since 1981. Everyone knows it could have been much better, and it should have been. Having, again, failed to meet their expectations, does this disappointing season sting worse than previous years?
Yeah, I think it was a lot more disappointing. You know, things didn't really work out the way we would have liked to and the way we expected them to. And but all you can do is, you know, keep working and